welcome back to the MBH podcast, Money Buys Happiness. We got a very interesting guest in today. Dr. Iman, what's going on, bro? How are you?
Oh, God. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. So exciting.
No, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, I came across your content. I'm always on Instagram. And I came across your reels, and because I'm always looking at real ideas and concepts just for our clients and stuff like that. But I came across your reels, and I was blown away because it was super motivational, but the quality was good as well. You were getting straight to the point, but you included sign language as well, right? Which I thought was super unique. I hadn't seen it before. So I kind of kept following you from there. I think we connected, right? And I kept watching your content. You've been growing like a machine, you know?
Crazy.
So
Crazy.
I'm like, I told Anthem, like, we got to get this guy in. He's doing something different. He's motivating people. He actually has a lot of supporters and people that look to you and for advice and ask you questions, right? So I'm like, we got to bring this guy in, right? Yeah. So I'm so happy you're here, man.
No, thank you for having me. Of course, I remember the first time you comment on my post.
Yeah.
I said, oh, dude, this guy has a blue tick.
Blue check. Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so cool. Yeah. So you're doing great. And yeah, that was so, I know that's, took a long time.
Yeah. It took a little bit of
to make it, but yeah, I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, man. And
I love your show.
Of course. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I want to kind of get into just your background. I know you're a surgeon as well. That's kind of the first things I've noticed, right? And I was super interested because I was like, this guy's a surgeon with an MD.
Yeah.
And he's out here making content and motivational. I just thought it was cool, right? So maybe get into a little bit about your background there and how you ended up here in Canada as well.
Well, so yes, I'm a surgeon. Let's say I entered medical school when I was 17.
Okay.
And back there in Middle East, you don't have like a lot of options.
Yeah.
If you want to be successful or someone that your family be proud of you. So, but I decided to be a doctor since I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
I never thought about anything else.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. So this is a story about my family. My great-grandfather was one of the first doctors in the whole country.
Wow.
And his, they have this numbers, official number thing. So his number was 3.
Wow. Of like the third doctor.
Yeah, mine is 139913, some kind of thing.
Wow. So there's a lot in between.
Yeah. And so when I heard his story, it was like a big photo of him, a big picture on the wall, and everyone in the family was so proud.
Yeah.
And I was so engaged with the story, and I decided to be a doctor, and that's how I entered medical school, which is not easy back home in Iran. That was exam every year, like about maybe 3 million people every year.
Wow. Come on.
Yeah, this is entrance exam.
Yeah.
And they just, they accept about maybe 300 to 500 people every year.
From 3 million?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you made it after the first time doing the test?
Yeah, there's two different ones. It was 13 first and the 3 in the second one.
Yeah.
So that actually gave me the opportunity to be in the best medical school.
Wow.
In the
Amazing.
country.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, thank you. So for the rest is just history, and I graduated as a surgeon, but there was some, let's say, elements to shape my future afterwards. One of them is that I'm not so good with authorities.
Yeah.
What to do, when to do, how to do.
Same.
Yeah.
Same with us.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not something that I want. I don't like boss. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like looking for adventures, and I love people, just to be with them, to just with no filters, nothing.
Yeah.
And so there was like in southern Iran, there's a place like drug war zone.
Okay.
And they needed a surgeon for a really long time. And I decided to be there. I volunteered for 2 years.
Okay.
And, this place is one of the most unfortunate places. So no one wants to be there. So you have no
dangerous
bus.
too.
You have no bus. It's just you.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it was for 2 years, I did whatever I wanted. So that's the best thing to do. I lived in a hospital because there's no other building. People live in the tents around the hospital and that kind of stuff. But for 2 years there, I almost did everything. Like mostly trauma surgery because it's like all, as I said, drug wars and cartels, shooting stuff.
Okay.
And of course, other patients been there, like from cesarean section to circumstance,
So
your circumstances.
Yeah.
So you've done
Circumcision.
everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And well, after 2 years, they decided to include the hospital to, let's say, the governmental stuff, and it means boss. You say, okay, you know what? Thanks.
So boss, boss rolled around. Yeah.
Bye bye.
So boss comes in, and you say, all right, I'm done
I
here.
said, okay, that was a good experience. Thank you, guys. And I went to Dubai.
Okay.
And it was like a process in Dubai to get certified for plastic surgery.
Okay.
And I did my time, and I worked with another plastic surgeon for a while, and I was ready to launch my own clinic. I was so excited, like from like the war zone, experience is priceless. I can talk about it for 10 years, but so now it's Dubai, this luxury life, and plastic surgery. So you decided
to switch, to plastic surgery now.
So come on, guys. Fun. Dubai. I remember sometimes in Dubai, let's say, a supermodel walk into the clinic and they have no idea what they want to do. They just ask, what do I need?
What should I do? Yeah.
Okay. Maybe have a dinner with me.
Maybe we can start with dinner.
But so everything was just so close to happen. And then I had some time in the middle. My sister lives in Toronto, and we did, the whole family got this Canadian residentship since 2018.
Okay.
But so she needed me back then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because all this stuff that happening with the airplane stuff, and she couldn't come back, and that kind of stuff. I was okay. You know what? I come to see you. I spent time for maybe 6 weeks. Supposed to be 6 weeks trip, and I came here. Those first 2 months was cool. I was like a good, well-behaved tourist, and I was following this disease, this virus, following the news every day. I said, there is a virus in China. It seems
this
to
was
be
before,
It was like I was planning my trip, and they say, it's killing people. I was like, China is weird. You never know what's happening in China.
We thought the same thing.
They talk about bats and stuff. You never know. China, okay. And I was like, back then when I was coming to Canada, there was no mask, no stuff. I remember in the airplane, I wanted to sit somewhere. That's crazy, man. Back, it's like in the business lounge, there was let's say egg-shaped place, so seems to be so comfortable, but so limited, 4 of them. And people are so, it was occupied. And I just started to cough too, I just started to cough that people leave. I remember that is one of my, back then coughing was okay. So I use it as a tool to make people leave. So
that's amazing.
So when I was coming here, no mask, no nothing, and it's okay to cough. But so when I was just following the news, so China is down. A couple of weeks later, the virus we talk about is all around Middle East. Say, okay, Middle East is not the luckiest place ever, so you never know. 2 days later, Europe is down.
Italy was
okay, so something's happening. So before I make a move, I actually did make a move. One day before they announced the pandemic, I called my travel agency and I asked them to extend my flight for maybe 4 more weeks.
While you were already here.
I just decided to stay a little bit longer to see, because I had this feeling that something is up, and I didn't want to leave my sister. It was just a gut feeling. But the day after they announced the pandemic and everything got canceled, all the flight and everything, and I just had to pay extra for just changing a flight. That was
of course.
But so since then I just stayed. I don't know if this is a proper English. Stayed? Yeah, okay. And so for after the pandemic, for maybe 4 to 8 weeks, I still had this tourist mindset. So I gotta come back.
Was it your first time here when you came?
I I visited Canada like the 2018 when we got all this stuff, but it was like one month thing. So I just came back. So. But so I was always just saying. So now we will go back to normal. That would be.
That was everyone's mindset.
That's temporary. You never know. And 1 month passes, nothing happened. No, the second month, and let's say I came here to spend time with my sister because she was alone and she was going. She was, you know, like, let's say she was going crazy.
Yeah.
And after 3 months, I say, so if I stay here with you in this baby like shoebox apartment, we both go crazy.
Both done.
It doesn't work like this anymore. So just let me find a place. And so I decided to get a place, and this is one of my expertise. I go to cities, I make a place home, like, and I leave. That's exactly what I do. I built up a lot of like baby homes all around the world. But
nice.
Well, so yes, I stayed and said, okay, so after a couple of months, I said, so if you wanted to stay, you have to work. It doesn't work like this. And people are actually, you know, governments are paying people who already been in Canada. Okay, no, not you. Okay,
no problem.
No, okay. And I said, okay, I'm a doctor. Oh, good for you. But how, like, you cannot practice in Canada because, you know, they call it IMG, which is. You can talk about it for hours.
It's a separate.
Yeah, when you are like international medical graduated, and come to Canada, you cannot practice. You cannot do anything. You know, like literally. And just let's just imagine, you cannot have a credit card because you never lived here. You have no credit. Okay. You cannot even like rent a place because you have no history. And what's your job? I'm a doctor. So where do you work? I don't work. No, you're not a doctor. Yeah, I do. I am. Well, that was a challenge. And well, so if you want to practice as a foreigner or like international medical graduate, there's an exam. And I said, okay, look, exam is okay. I do exams a lot. It's no problem.
Like I can take this, no problem. Yeah.
And they say, okay, so this is the material, and we have. I was talking to one of these let's say, I don't know, like the schools that, you know, prepare you for stuff. And they say, okay, so we have like program for 2 years and a half to take the first test, which is the most important one, and there's a written exam, blah blah. Okay, 2 years and a half. So what is the book? They gave me the book for 3,000 pages. I said, I contact you later. Just let me think. And I came back home. I look at the book, which is like a PDF. I said, let's see what's happening. I passed the exam in 3 months.
Wow.
Probably I just had nothing else to do. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, just so first step down, and it was January 2021. Almost 1 year passes, and okay, so I achieved some stuff. First was I got a place, which was not easy.
Of course.
I got a bed. You know, it's not, just imagine.
I know.
Everywhere is closed.
Yes.
IKEA canceled my stuff 3 times.
Yeah, they were closed for a long
I was
time.
waiting for that. Okay, I arranged everything, canceled.
Wow.
According to regarding to this pandemic, I called them over and over, like, because of this situation, nothing. And the last time I said, because of this pandemic, we cannot play the music for you. So I don't care about the music. I'm on my bed.
You need a bed.
Just they had issues with the stuff. Like, we cannot play, but can you hold the line? I said, come on. So I got a bed. And I passed the exam, and I just this couple other more achievements. And so you know what, I'm going crazy. I don't know what to do. I am kind of like extrovert person. I need to talk, to interact with people. And my English was much better. Like when I came here, I do speak English. I did speak English. Like, you know, like as a tourist, hey, how are you? Okay, thank you. Like blackboard window, done. Thank you. Not so like westernized and like all the slang.
All the slang, exactly.
And so I made some friends during the tourist life, which doesn't count. And then I made more like other, you know, that was not something that fulfilled me. And but I needed some. real stuff, like someone to talk to, or like to have interaction with. I found TikTok by accident.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought TikTok is like, at the beginning, I said, wow, it's a video dating app.
At the beginning, you would have thought that. The way the videos that were on there was just
like,
that.
What? I heard about it.
Yeah.
I knew that the other president said it's toxic, but it's good to me. Yeah. So like for first maybe 10 videos, I said, wow, what's happening? It's a video dating app. And I just keep scrolling, what? It's like it's a rabbit in a dating app.
Yeah.
It's a dog in a dating app.
It's
a dude. Oh, this is like, this professor talking and saying, no, this is a new life. It's like when you enter TikTok, it's like the whole new world.
Yeah.
And the cool stuff is that you start from point zero, like anyone else. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Like you're Ronaldo or you're the president, whatever you are. Like no one cares.
Exactly.
You start from point zero, and you just built who you are. For 1 month, for two weeks, I was just watching. Just I have this vision kind of mind to see the trends. So what is happening, to see how it grows, or what's the deal. And after 2 months, 2 weeks, I started to post. I tried everything kind of, like at the beginning.
Or you do the dances too at the
I
beginning?
did dance. I still do dance.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I dance. I just made funny stuff. I said my so deep stuff. But when it takes like maybe 2 more weeks to find my...
I'm trying to find what people like too.
Niche.
Now find your niche.
Find your niche, exactly.
Niche or niche, I don't know. Like,
You can say both. You can say both.
Okay. But for 1 month, I have like 11 followers. Cool
Nice.
people.
Yeah.
I still don't know why they follow me back. They still follow me. They're good friends.
That's loyalty.
Some of them they comment on my stuff like over I have like 1,000 comments. I see them. They say, hey, how are you? I just they
nice.
actually they witness me grow, and this is so cool. And it's just I keep posting every day. I'm kind of like I have this goal oriented mind. I'm so determined. And I like so it was just a job for me. Every day, same time. And people say like TikTok is just go for it, have fun. It's raw. I do post raw stuff, which is not raw. You
still
for the
prepared.
raw thing, you do it like 20 times.
Exactly.
It's not raw. It's
Raw
just-
20 times, not 200 times. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but for me, I never made a video before.
Okay.
I don't know the language. I don't know what I need to talk about. So what should I'm a poet. I wrote my first poetry when I was 12.
Wow.
I have a book published like many times, reprinted in my language. But so this is new society. These people are different.
The online world's different. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is like, so you need to learn what they want you to talk about. And so little by little, I just follow people, listen to what they need. And I remember for first time, I couldn't even imagine I say toxic relationship in my content. Toxic relationship is so lame to say. Why? I'm not going to say that. It's so deep. I'm just going to talk about like woohoo stuff. And I realized, no, this is so simple. People want you to talk about toxic relationships, so do. And it grows. A couple of videos go viral. I don't know what is the scale for viral.
Yeah, I saw your video. I don't know TikTok too much, but Instagram, I mean, like you're getting 50,000, 100,000, 150,000 views on your reels.
Which is
some of them get millions.
That's hard to do.
Which is hard to do.
I can only imagine on TikTok, which is even they get bigger numbers if you're consistent.
Yeah, but so that's it. So I just but honestly, I was looking for friends. That's simple. And I got a lot of friends.
You found them.
Yeah.
You found them.
I found them.
Yeah.
Found them already.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, so that's...
So where does the sign language come in with your content?
Oh, sign language. So I've always been fascinated by signing, and I remember since I was a kid, I love to sing with the song, with this, like all this songs and stuff, and act like them and stuff. And during my medical school, I volunteered in a clinic for people with hearing impairment.
Okay.
And I start to learn from them, but that's different. Every country has different sign language.
Wow.
So I did. So now all my friends knew, like since I was a kid, sometimes they just make fun of me, or like it was kind of like a joke. They call me Dr. Deaf.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff, you know, Dr. Deaf, Dr. Mute. It's this kind of like, since I was like in medical school, I used to use them. And it was like, they liked it. I like it. And that's, but so when I started do my English stuff, I always use my hands, but then I realized maybe I can add some, and I say, oh damn, it's different. Yeah. So it's added another layer, but I have to learn more, and I just read. So every word, I just ASL, American Sign Language. Yeah. I look it up, but this is not fluent. I know, and people know, and but I have a lot of like maybe people who are utilizing sign language, and they send me messages. They appreciate it. They say, they can connect. Yeah. But I know that they probably know that it's not fluent.
For sure.
That's crazy though, because like you're opening up your content to a whole new audience of people that appreciate even, and they don't get to see that too much.
Well, you know? So the fact is that some people say, "Oh, this is so cool. This is so nice of you that you're using sign." For people who, oh man, this is not the case. Yeah. Sign language is doing me a favor, a big favor, because you know, like when I go deeper in this thing. So first of all, sign language is the most, like this is strongest language in the world. Yeah. If you sign it, you mean it. That's a fact. You might say stuff and just, I didn't mean it. But if you sign, you definitely mean what you sign. So this is it. It's so powerful. And one more thing is, I had that's so they kind of like emotional. Yeah. One of my posts is about like this song, I Dare You to Love. Okay. Kelly Clarkson. Yeah. And people are signing. I'm signing too. I just added myself to the video. And then I realized that when you sign, not just mute deaf people are connected. Everyone has something to say, but don't have the voice. Yeah. Can relate, can resonate. Yes, you know, they can speak, but they don't have the platform. They don't have the but when they see, so voiceless people, which are like maybe billions of them out there, they can resonate with me, with my content. Yeah. And that's the power of signing, I guess.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I know.
Because I feel like you found your niche, right? Because a lot of your stuff is very deep, poetic, sort
inspiring,
of motivational, kind of maybe, you know, things that people need or want to hear. You know, it's just almost like you're almost like, you know, there's like the devil and the angel on the shoulder, right? You're sort of the angel telling them like the good things, like, hey, this is what you need to hear, this is what you need, right? So obviously you have found your niche. Yeah. Do you get a lot of love, a lot of people reaching out to you and saying like, thank you, like this is what I needed to hear, like that, like
reassurance kind of.
So yes, many like messages, comments, direct messages every day, emails. Yeah. Okay. And this is, so that's what I believe, that what actually I'm saying in my content, it's not a secret. Yeah. But someone just, so this is it. What I started to do when I started to do, like after maybe a couple of months, when I had my, as you said, niche, I knew exactly what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. So this pandemic was out there. It killed a lot of people, like changed lives. But I saw, as I said, the trend that another pandemic was mental health pandemic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When there is a change in your life, let's say you lose a job, you break up with your girlfriend, boyfriend, or you immigrate somewhere, like whatever. There is a change. Mm-hmm. So the least thing can happen is adjustment disorder. Yeah. Forget about depression, anxieties. Like, you know that this pandemic caused a lot of like suicide, homicide, domestic abuse. Yep. Wow, just name it. Yeah. Like alcoholism, and like a lot of like overdoses. But at least thing is like adjustment disorder. And the only treatment for adjustment disorder, there's no medication, no nothing. Yeah. Adjustment disorder means that something has changed in your life, but you cannot cope. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the treatment is supportive psychotherapy. Okay. And what is supportive psychotherapy? You just need someone tell you that everything is going to be all right. Yeah.
Wow.
But this someone has to be with someone with authority.
Yeah.
Yes.
A doctor. Okay, so
There
when
you go.
doctor says everything gonna be, someone strong, so we can trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I created this persona with the eyebrow thing. Okay, that's a doctor, and he knows everything.
Yeah.
When he
Yeah.
says everything gonna be alright.
That's what I felt when I was watching your video for the first time. I'm
yeah.
like, okay, this guy knows. I'm gonna listen to him. But you're right. And I like that you did that whole back end work, and you're like, okay, if I gotta find this niche, and what do people need most of right now, and how can I make that come to life? Who am I, and how can I be that person? That's a great thought process, to be
But
honest.
if I would just pick up my phone and on it like a T-shirt in my bed, say, "Hey guys, everything gonna be alright."
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, and I think even with the sign language, like it is more powerful. Like when someone is watching it, even if they don't need the signs to understand, it's more emotion coming from you.
It means
You
that
feel
so
it.
he actually he knows exactly that. But I said when you mean it, you sign. So
Yes.
that's the point.
I like what you said there, and when I see your content, you come off assertive. It's very assertive,
Powerful, yeah.
It's powerful, right? But it's like you're using like assertion in a positive way, because usually like there's the stereotype of like you have an assertive boss, like that guy's an asshole, but you're being assertive with like positive messages.
Yeah.
And I think probably a reason that you've been able to grow so much, like you're saying, is because I don't know anybody that's used like the assertion in a positive manner.
Yeah.
To be like, yeah, you're gonna be okay. Like you needed this in your life. Like this was a
It was actually
positive.
the opposite of what we were getting at the time. Was like the negative type.
Well, that's
of,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like COVID and all this pandemic shit, like on the news, the assertion, like there was assertion from the people on the news, but it was always negative.
Yeah.
Stay home. Don't talk to anybody. You're gonna, people are dying. So then you come in at the same time, assertive, sort of like balancing back, but with positivity, right? I think that's very powerful, and I think that's probably why a lot of people, trust you. You're very confident. We always preach that here. We say, when you come to the table, whether it's to make a sale in your business or just to have a regular conversation with someone, when you come in confident, that's it. Like you're like you have easily gained someone's trust, right?
Yeah.
But again, you're doing it in a way where I think it doubles down and it works better because you're not selling anybody on anything.
Yeah, that's one of the key points, that I never sell.
Yeah.
I never ask for anything. I just sometimes I post something on my stories for like fundraising for just a kid.
Yeah.
But honestly, when someone comes to me like just this kid, okay, so they need money, and I come with this question: and why on earth there is a medicine, there is a cure for this kid, and it just depends on money. That's the question I have. It's not about just to, let's raise fund and save this one. And what about the others?
Yeah.
This comes with the questions. But as you said, so people see me probably as the bad guy from the other side, but it's with you this time. I used to get a lot of message from guys. Then I talk about relationships and stuff. Say, why do you say that? Why?
The secret.
You're betraying us. Like, why did you say that? Like, come on, man. I mean, it's just a poem.
Yeah. Was there any moment when you were making the content when you're like, this is working. This is the one I gotta go with. This is how it's gonna be. Was there any video in particular, or was there any time early on when you're like, okay, this is the content I need to do? Was it someone messaging you or asking you a question?
Well, so let's say every time I post, I wait for feedbacks.
Okay.
It's still like the same. So when you post something, and I just keep saying it to myself every day. Yeah, I just gonna make it. I post. I do the other thing. I have a lot of stuff to do. And then I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
But the moment I post, the job just begins. So let's just see what people say.
Yeah.
Let's interact with people. Let's listen to them, because this is how I created what I'm creating. Like from day one, it was just, let's say, a clean canvas.
Canvas.
Yeah. So people just came and they draw what they want. I just shaped it. Okay, so that is what you want. Okay, so I listen to what you want for the next one or the next one. Not just repeating it. So sometimes I see people have, like when I go on TikTok,
the same content.
Yeah, someone has like a post with 1 million views. And they go, I got it. And 10 next post is exactly the same with a little bit of change. It's still 2,000 views.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You need to just keep the scale, keep the basics, but
grow.
Grow.
Yeah.
And so they actually made like what I'm gonna wear. So that's I before I used to like have like maybe suits and like casual stuff, but then I realized, so this supportive psychotherapy come from authority, which supposed to be like it's a doctor. They see this guy as a doctor who's going to office in the morning, so they just keep take his time to just give us a message and go to the office. So that is how it works. So now I changed my style, little by little. But
of course.
But now, I mean, it's important. Like, become something is different, but maintain it it's much harder.
What I wanted to say was, has the way that you've kind of learned how to use content and sort of this brand that you built, has that kind of now transferred into like real life, like off the camera, like into the real world?
Wow, it's different. It's a hard question. Most of the thing that is on camera is me. Yeah. But as we know that there are some like persona things that I add.
Yes.
So this persona helped me a lot, of course. Sometimes I'm so down. I have like a lot of stuff happening in my life. I found watching my stuff helps me too.
Wow. That's amazing, man.
That's cool.
Wow, yes.
Yeah.
Look at them.
It almost feels like you're talking to yourself sometimes.
But of course it helps me, like not just the thing that inside the content, but the responsibility that comes with this content. If you are you have to practice what you preach. So if you are talking about the stuff, I don't say that I am like no one is perfect. Of course, I have a lot of like flaws, and I just working on. Sometimes I'm up down. Sometimes I just drop the ball. But so at least you have the map. You know what is right to do. So sometimes you go like back and forth, but try to keep the balance.
I think that's important. I like what you said about kind of having like the responsibility. Like now that you've kind of come on these platforms and given people almost a psychotherapist, someone to speak to, if you were to disappear one day, a lot of people, I don't want to say would be in trouble, but would definitely be affected.
Miss me.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people would miss you. But and like you say, in the same way that you wake up and if you're having a bad day, you go literally watch your own content and that can change your day, right? You're obviously now doing that for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. You have sort of a responsibility now, right? That you've given to yourself, but obviously there is a sense of that you're rewarded by it too, because we all, and I'm sure for you, when you're seeing millions of views, thousands of comments saying thank you, you changed my life, you helped me today, there's your reward, right?
It is.
So now with that being said, like, do you have a plan in terms of like, do you want to continue in the medical field? Do you want to go more of a content influencer route? Like is it both maybe?
Because like bouncing off that, I'm sure it already has, but it's going to open up a lot of opportunity for you just as a person with that brand online, right? Like you're going to get a lot of exposure, and I'm sure people will come to you with different opportunity.
Well, I received this same thing that they say, please keep up the good work. Keep it up. Just I look up for your stuff every day. I'm just thank you for that. This is it. I see that there are people who are maybe concerned about what if he stops, and the fact that he see that he's not asking for anything. It means that there's no reward for him. What if he just stopped one day? And so I never asked for anything yet.
Of course.
Yeah, because I see, so my content was needed in this period of time that people are out there, they need what I have, and it's not fair to just especially for, let's say, intellectual properties, to ask for money.
Of course, it's
and
hard.
As a doctor, you know it the best. So I volunteered for 2 years. I never asked for anything, and that was the most fulfilled I ever had.
Wow.
Like saving a life. Just imagine. But now I'm just impacting thousands of people every day. So that's the reward itself. But about the question you asked, I would love to continue what I'm doing forever. I have a lot of stories about. So when you have a patient, this is a real story. I have this patient on my table, 16 years old guy. The kid was being shot, and it was so ugly. and 5 hours of surgery, and everyone was like, he had no chance. I was lucky. He was lucky. I don't know how it happens, but he survived.
Wow.
And when I walked out of the surgery, and I was like so proud to talk to the family, which was there just to receive the body. They had no hope. And so when I walked out and I said, yeah, he's gonna be good, and like I just delivering the good news.
Yeah.
And his dad asked, like, he didn't die. And his mom, back there, women don't speak up or like don't speak loud.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard the mom that she just whispered, like, next time,
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, what you're doing downstream is nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who knows that next time I would be there, or he will be that lucky. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And now I see I'm changing upstream, like the mindset. But when you impact the mind, you just need to teach them or just remind them how to think.
Yes.
The rest is just on them, and they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
But yes, I would love to do what I'm doing. And it's not easy for me just to keep doing it, as you say. So I need to take care of myself too.
Of course,
as they say. But I had some plan. I'm still working on my kind of like a business plan to make it as like a living.
Yeah, so you can kind of monetize.
Yeah,
monetize it.
And imagine I didn't even know what is monetized 6 months ago.
Yeah,
because
that's crazy.
How complex. Yeah, but now I have a couple of like business plans, and but honestly, I prefer to focus on my post every day, to focus on monetization plan for now, because I see that this is needed. But so now the COVID is kind of settling, fading away, and like it just gives me a little bit of more space to work on the business plan.
Okay, I think it's cool. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's obviously tough again, right? Because you really did that. I guess you said A, to find friends, and then B, now you're realizing how you're helping so many people. And probably you may not know it, or you probably have gotten messages, I don't know, but potentially saving people's lives with the things that you say, right? So
it's important to have the right message, the responsibility. So October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yeah. And I have like 70% of my followers are women. Mm-hmm.
Because you're a good-looking guy. That's why.
I mean, I would love. Okay, so yes, the fact is, this is good, but so this is this is one of the saddest compliments that you receive. Yeah. So yes, you're good-looking, but let's say the best compliment I might I heard is, he's good looking too. It means that people notice the rest before. Say he's good looking too is okay. So that's extra.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, because you're probably not good looking forever.
Yeah,
and like this social media stuff is all like a lot of like filters, colors, fixing lights. Okay, like voice. Oh my god, the way that I do my voice, like on the mic when I post, just I do change my voice sometimes to make it deeper and stuff.
Assertive. Yeah.
But so it's not real, but the thought that the brain is real. So I prefer to receive the brain compliment first. But anyway, so I see that, I know that people are watching me, they listen to me. So now today I had a post about breast cancer screening. Yes. Just, I have a series about breast cancer awareness. And people say, you can find sponsors, go talk to Breast Cancer Association somewhere like this nonprofit. Like I don't have time for that. This is October's passing. I just keep emailing people. Are you gonna pay me because I'm gonna make a content? No, I just make content. If you want to pay me, just contact me later.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's it. But now this is it. So how many lives you can change with just a hint? Go get your screening. Breast cancer is like the leading cause of death in cancer for women. But
that's cool.
Yeah, so it's hard for one person, I guess. I work 20 hours a day. And sometimes I listen to a podcast when I'm sleeping. It's just repeating. Some of these guys are like, wow. Like some of them are like amazing. And
well, it's insane because we our business here, we run social media accounts for companies and we have a team of podcasts, and we have a team of 15 people. So like, and
so that's still not enough.
And that's, it's literally, it's still not enough sometimes. So the amount of content you're putting out, the way you're putting it out, how consistently you're putting it out, I'm like, holy fuck, that's a fucking full-time job, dude.
Yeah, and I love it. And I love it. And I enjoy it every day. And this is like just a little bit of me.
Yeah.
You have no idea. I'm so cool.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm so cool. Like,
good looking, cool doctor.
Yeah, I mean,
no, good looking too. He's good looking too.
Yeah, I'm listening to him out. I'm listening to him out.
I want to talk about how you started up the live sessions on IG Live, and started bringing people in, bringing some of your supporters in and talking to them. What made you want to do that, and how did that? How was that? How was that for your supporters and stuff like that?
Wow, my lives. I am kind of a confident person.
Yeah.
But I'm not, like this. Everyone has some limits and stuff. Like they have concerns. I'm kind of like a stage guy.
Okay.
I'm okay with just being up there, even if I'm not. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I would say, "Hey guys, today I'm here to talk about like skyrockets. I have no idea what is skyrockets, but let's see if we can figure it out together. Does anyone has any idea? Like, let's start with this."
There we go.
But for my first live, I went live on TikTok.
Okay.
Like after maybe 3 months, I had like 5,000, 10,000 followers on TikTok, and I was like, wow. Before you start the records, like there's a lot of stuff. But when I'm on, so I'm on. Yeah, so that's it. But for the first time, what should I wear? How should I sit?
Yeah.
Like, what if they? Okay, so what if they ask? Like, no one ever cared. No one ever see you. Like, this is the good thing is people are so engaged with themselves. They don't even care what you wear, what you do, what you say.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah. It took me a while to feel this, like, being comfortable with my life on TikTok. And honestly, like, you cannot just be, I am kind of like interact. So I cannot just go live and sit there and talk and just read comments and talk. So what's the point?
Yeah.
And then I invited people. So let's talk with someone and see if you can solve a problem, or just listen.
Yeah.
There's like millions of motivational speakers out there. Yeah. I decided to be a motivational listener because people have the answer themselves. You just let them talk. You can just guide them. Oh, what about that? So this is a therapy, live therapy, with no judgment and no nothing.
A lot of people actually have the answers to their issues inside.
You just let them
almost
talk.
need to be talk themselves
and
into the answer.
And I feel like now that with being on live with you, they probably have a little bit more confidence than they usually would.
Oh my God!
And now they start talking like they had never have before.
Everyone comes to my life. Like I got it many times. This is my first time I go live. Okay, thank you. Why? Because I feel safe here. Okay, that's exactly the point. So what you want to talk about? I want to talk about something, and then you just ask questions, you guide them, and they have the answers.
Yeah.
So, but how do you feel now? Yeah, I know what you. Yeah, okay. So, okay.
That's a great compliment, though, to feel safe with you too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Huge. That's huge.
Yeah. And some other content creators, my friends, how do you just accept everyone?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why not?
That's why they feel safe.
What if they say something? What? What if they're just there are trolls out there. People want want to be funny. So sometimes I had maybe once, which she was drunk. Wow. She was a nice girl. She was a nice lady, but she was drunk, and I just walked her out. So you think that you're not in your best shape. Let's talk later. Okay, guy. But that's it. So. What if this is not like it's BBC news and international thing, so no one cares. Guys, this one is naked. Thank you. Let's just go to the next one.
Sorry about that, guys.
What's gonna happen? This is it.
I think it's because you're being super genuine and you're being real, right? They see that.
And this is something I learned in Warzone and trauma surgery. If it doesn't kill you, it's okay. It makes you stronger, as Nietzsche said. But if stronger, at least it's okay. So what if
and I'm curious now, because you have mentioned your friends are saying, what if someone comes on, a troll, whatever. What do your friends and family say about kind of what's going on? Because
the question, I don't know. Guys, these questions are so genuine. We never talk about it, but this is exactly what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
When you pivot like this from a surgeon, I am this is who I am.
Yeah.
And my family, my friends, my close friends, they love me because of this.
Mm-hmm.
I still have friends from Iran that they send me videos of their parties. they get together every day, and they're doing the exact things that I used to do with singing. With the same songs every day.
Cool.
So they still
in the same
engage
place
with me. So this is me. But when you decide to be who you are, and as we just discussed, to make a living of it, people say, wow, wait a minute. You're cool, but you're not that cool. You're a doctor, for God's sake. Okay, so what do you mean? These people, like I say, Canada, prevented me from being a doctor, but they couldn't prevent me of being a healer. I did what I meant to do by my content, and I love it. So, and I feel this is not just being cool. Yeah, of course, it's first about me feeling comfortable and enjoy what I'm doing. But when you see that you are actually helping someone, and at least make someone smile. Entertain them in a good way, in a clean, healthy, positive way. Because social media, it's full of like
bad people.
Just imagine just the music out there. Like sometimes I looking for music, and when you go through lyrics, wow, wow, my God, all my ears I heard. Stop it. Like it's hard to make something clean and be joyful and entertaining and make someone smile and add some. Okay, so at the end you say, hey, don't forget your mammogram as well. So that's it. But my family is. So this is the steps. First, they kind of like make fun. Not my family, like everyone that see you.
It's like a joke. I think it's like a joke.
You do something new. He's making videos. He's a cool guy. Okay. And after a while, so now, like this is probably this stage that I am. They see that something is happening. Most of them, they just don't say anything.
They're just watching now.
Wow, what?
Yeah.
This is it. So first they laugh, then they probably deny or they don't talk about. And then they ask, how did you do this?
Yeah.
But now I'm still like, I can see, it's not just my family are supportive. But, my dad is like a Middle Eastern dad. He's a boss and
old school too.
He doesn't talk about it. None. We talk every day. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, good. Well, what about your exam? Oh, exam. Like, what about your all serious stuff? Okay, bye. Nothing. My sister's the same. No one talks about what I'm doing. My mom is my mentor since I was a kid. Like everything I'm talking about spirituality, like self-love, self-care, self-awareness, everything. My mom actually taught me from the beginning. She's my first mentor.
Amazing. And
something like, so sometimes she just talk about stuff that I'm talking about, but one day she had this group in like a WhatsApp group with people that they share some spiritual like stuff, and someone sent my mom a video of me, and they didn't know that it's me.
Wow!
I said, look at this guy.
Come on.
He's talking about things that you talk about. And my mom said, yes, because he's my son.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then when my mom actually was, she told me that, I saw how proud she is. And like, I felt like, yes, I'm doing something right. I knew it. But my friends, there are people out there, your friends, because, when you change, it's not easy for them to see how you change. And I know that there are people out there waiting for me to fail.
Of course.
Not because they don't like me, because they don't think that this is the right thing to do. And I just say, okay, he will come back.
Or because they don't like themselves.
He left
and they don't like where they're at.
They see me as someone a rebel who left the pack, and he will come back. You know, because this is not gonna last forever.
Interesting.
But you're not coming back.
I'm here to stay.
I want to also just ask you about confidence as a whole. Just confidence. You're very confident. You're confident enough to do all those videos online too, which a lot of people can't even fathom getting in front of a camera to begin with. So what kind of, especially in the time we just went through with the mental health crisis, I feel, what do you tell people that are lacking confidence or are struggling to build confidence within themselves?
Well, so confidence is not there are skills and there are some gifts. Confidence is not a gift, it's a skill. You learn. The more you practice, probably you get more. But something that I always think about, maybe this is the surgeon part. What is the worst case scenario? And be prepared for worst case scenario. And everything less than the worst case scenario is good, right? That's the thing. So what is the worst case scenario? Okay. And if you prepare for the worst, everything less is good. And just don't, I do care what people think, as long as it doesn't, it doesn't mean that I have to change.
Okay.
This is it. I put myself first. I believe in it. I'm always ready to learn. Yes, I made a lot of mistakes. I cannot even talk about like some of them. I made a lot of mistakes. I probably will make a lot of them, but this is me. This is how it made me the way that I am. So
it's how you grow, right? You need to make those mistakes to keep growing, right? Another thing that we talk about a lot is the habit of stepping out of your comfort zone, because what's on the other side can be some of the most beautiful things, right? Like you were kind of saying, the first video and the second video and the third one. So what gets you to actually step out of your comfort zone the first time? And then what keeps you continuously stepping out of your comfort zone? Because like you said, I don't think your first videos went viral. It took you a few times to get it going and finding your niche, right? To figure that out. So was it one thing specifically, or what kind of got you out of your comfort zone, and then what kept you continuing to do that?
I think the only thing that can get you out of your comfort zone is desire. If you really want something, you will do it. But if you can't, no one can push you out of your comfort zone. So you see what you want behind the bar. So that's the other side. So you just jump to get it. And so it depends on, I always been like, it's not about comfort zone. I always thought, lived out of the box. This is who I am. As I said, I don't like boss. I don't like authority. So do this, that's a certain time, come and go. This is like not. But so when you have the desire, so I started with what was my motive. I wanted to make friends. I really wanted to make friends. I don't care if
at any cost.
But there are 7 billion people out there, and I need one. I don't care about others. So just let's do this. And I need I just keep doing it, because I don't care about like whatever you do there. This is a psychology, like maybe sociology thing. 3% of any society will say yes to every question you ask.
Wow.
Doesn't matter like how stupid or how crazy is what you do. At least 3% are at this yes side.
Wow.
So this is it. 3% of 7 billion is like 200 million.
Yeah, you're good to go. You're good to go.
Like I don't know, it's 200 so like it's 20 or 200 million anyway. So imagine, so there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong question. So whatever you do, there's someone that say, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, it's true.
And but as long as you desire, but that's it. So if you really do what you want to do, there's no comfort zone. It's all comfort zone all around, but there's no limit. So it just, but so as a doctor, I definitely had a comfort zone, but that was because that was not my extreme desire. But this is what I really enjoy to do, like all day, every day.
You can tell too.
You see it in the content. Man, that's the people. Some people go their whole life trying to find what their passion is or what their purpose is in life. But what we've been saying a lot is when COVID happened, this pandemic happened, it forced a lot of people to look inside and see, like, am I really fulfilling my life to the highest extent? And a lot of people looked at themselves and said no, right? So it's been an interesting time for that. And again, another reason why I think your content has done so well. But what I'm curious is, did your initial purpose for making this content happen? Did you I mean, of course, plenty of online friends, I can imagine, but did that help you connect with other people in the city?
No.
Really? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, we connected.
I mean, other than
this is awesome. Yeah, but before that's also maybe a little bit of like maybe personal stuff I never shared before. But so when I said like before I started this, I was studying, and before I study, I was just I was kind of lost in this society, and it's as I would just talk about it. Toronto, or let's say this continent, it's not so kind with the strangers. When you come in, I mean, they said this is it. If you want to be here, this is what you have to be.
Yeah.
And I was so close to compromise, and it was not easy to just say, like, no. I mean, I'm not going to compromise. This is who I am. Yeah. But for maybe like, let's say, weekends, I get ready. I go out, before I started doing what I'm doing. Yeah. And I just walk around the city, downtown Toronto. I just look at people. Say, wow. Okay. And sometimes you could just, no. I mean, this is not what you can connect with. This is not what, but... Yeah. And you see people, and when I see these young people, like youth, like 20 something years old, and it's a lot of work, man. I mean, wow, it's a lot of content. Yeah. But yes, I was so close to just give up of who exactly I am, and to just be someone like others. Yeah. And but now, no, in real life, I'm still. Because this is, I mean, some people say, so you have to have your life and do your content and like do this. And you know what? I can't. This is like, I'm doing my content 20 hours a day. And if you want to grow like this, and if you want to be, and I'm happy to do this. Yeah. So you cannot be like a normal balanced life. I lost 30 pounds. Wow. Over the last 9 months. Yeah. Oh. It's 20 kilos kind of thing. So when I see my pictures, like when you go back to my content at the beginning, so I was so like, a little bit more chubby, Yeah, I was so chubby. I lost weight, I lost a lot of hair, and I lost a lot of old friends. So, but this is how you grow, you need to remove before you replace.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, that's insane. I mean, kind of, I mean, I shouldn't speak for we. I should say I understand what you're saying in terms of the content. Now, we try to, like us personally, try to put out as much content as we can. But again, we run a lot of business accounts where we're putting out content every day for them. So it's sort of, I can understand why it's hard to find the balance of like, hey, let me create all this content, spend 20 hours a day creating content. And then it's hard to have also the regular life outside of it, right? You're building something.
And someone say, go find someone to, like your girlfriend. Yeah. I said, why on earth someone wants to be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
I mean, no time.
Yeah. I'm not even around.
Let's have a drink. I have this live and this kind and this like session. Is okay. Yeah. Let's just do this. I have like this, you cannot. So people say, manifest your partner, life partner, and manifest. I just manifest. I don't see my life partner for now because I'm building up something. I don't have time for that, but I love to. Sometimes I feel so, especially in weekends. People are engaged with they fun stuff, and I say, okay, so this is crazy. Like 7 days a week and 2 days and a half you don't work. It's 30%.
Yeah, that's a lot. So bouncing off that, then. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about the importance of being alone and having time to yourself. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Exactly. So this is it. So this is all about doing what we talk about desire. Mm-hmm. Desire comes from you, and you know what you desire when you know yourself. So self-awareness is something. Mm-hmm. When I said I decided not to compromise because I was losing myself. Yeah. So people lose themselves and they start doing a job or a lifestyle forever just because it seems okay. This is exactly what I was doing when I was about to start my clinic in Dubai. Yeah. It's the idea of life. Yeah. So good job, good business, like fun, seems to be fun, a lot of money, just do this. Yeah. But so at the end of the day, this is I don't know, it's like the Santiago in the Alchemist, the book by Paulo Coelho. So the inner legend, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That there is a voice inside. If you don't listen, it will fade.
Yes.
And you, for the rest of your life, you just lost. Okay, what was my mission?
Yeah.
What made me feel good?
Yeah.
But so being alone let you tap in yourself.
Tap into that voice.
Yeah, to see exactly what you want, and it's not easy, but yeah. So it's a process for me.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot last long forever, but now it's a process. That when you reach the level, at least it just so it's safe, it's secure. So let's just settle down for a while. Let's just rest at least.
Yeah.
Do you think that you have to be happy alone before you can be happy with someone else?
Absolutely. I mean, people looking for someone to make them happy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say, like, make yourself happy and find someone to to maybe enhance it or so let's just magnify it. But if you're not, and that's when I have a content I have a post to say, don't sit anywhere just because you're tired.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Wow.
It's dirty. So let's wait. Don't.
Yeah.
You can talk about. So people just it's just so lonely. Let's just this one is good. Okay.
Yeah. That's literally how it feels like it's happening, right? People feel alone or they feel unhappy and they automatically look to someone else to make them happy or not feel alone anymore, And
you don't see so you were alone before and you will be alone after. And this period of time with spending time with someone. Yeah. It's supposed to give you more, like maybe whatever you need. Maybe you learn something or whatever. I mean,
but I think when you start to, especially when you transition from, let's say, one job or title to another one, and you start kind of following a sort of an entrepreneurial route in life, it can get very lonely. It can get very lonely, which is why I think some people, like we like to say, fold. They kind of just fold in and then they give up. Same thing. So they go, oh, you know what? I'm getting a girlfriend or a boyfriend or you know what? Fuck, this is too hard. I'm going to go back to my regular job, whatever. Oh, my family thinks I'm fucking crazy because I'm making videos. All right, you know what? Let me go back to where I was. Yeah. That's kind of the struggle a lot of people, I think, even in this city have, is those two things. They start, the outside pressure comes in and then that sort of makes them fold, or the pressure online. They start going, when you're chasing a new dream that's completely different than what you were doing before, or slightly different, let's say, then you go online and you see these other people, that they're in that same field and they're killing it. Nice car, house, millions of dollars, whatever, all these followers. Probably kind of makes you like fold in and go, holy fuck, am I doing this the right way, right? So that's kind of what you do really brings light to social media compared to what a lot of the content out there does. A lot of it really makes people, let's say, necessarily feel bad, whether it's about themselves or insecure about where they're at in life or whatnot. But you bring a little bit of light to social media.
Yeah. It's uplifting,
Yeah.
This let's say this entrepreneurship. I cannot even say it, but everyone is entrepreneur now.
Everyone.
When you see I'm entrepreneur. And it took me like a long time to realize what does it mean. Because when you look at it in the dictionaries, like in the books, when you're looking for this is exactly what I did. So entrepreneur, what does it mean? I look it up, and in my language, it's translated as someone who owned a business or create a business.
Yeah.
It's okay. What is it? You're a lawyer. You're a doctor, entrepreneur. Yeah. And then I just realize it took me a long time to know entrepreneur means you make a living from your passion, what you really love to do, and make a life out of it. And it's not about your side hustle. It's wrong. It's like your entrepreneurship must be your first and the only hustle. It's not side hustle. This is exactly what now I see myself as an entrepreneur, even though I have no business yet. But this is it. I'm doing what I love the most. And yes, maybe I need some help with like business plans, and I'm just working. I'm learning. I just have no idea how does business work here. Let me tell you something. I'm 37 now, and I never worked for money. I never raised a dollar in my life. After medical school, volunteered, and in the this plastic surgery thing. I help someone just to get my certification, and to fit in and stuff. And then here, like, and my clients are used to be the purest one. No one cheats on you. Like, I have a headache. So if you have a headache, you have a headache or not. Like, you got shot. Okay, so I can see it. But then now I see, like, wow, there's a lot of stuff happening. The place that I came from, if you turn your head, people eat you up. In business. It's not about, like, I know the game, but I never played it, because in my life, in my work life, it was like so pure. So this is the most honest relationship, doctors and patients. But now I'm learning how to utilize this stuff in business and try to see the game behind the scenes. But so it's kind of like a process that I'm learning. But as you said, in social media, there are people out there that I was angry with. I still am, for a really long time. They post stuff that, the cars and houses and, like the bikinis, like, let's see what a lifestyle. And they say, I'm a content creator. Dude, you're just rich. I mean, or you're beautiful lady and you have a good body, but content creator, look at me, I'm dying out there. This is content creator. You are just a rich dude. And I respect that's okay, but
so you're really taking like, you've kind of set your goal, like, that's it, like, you're going to be creating content, like, this is your hustle. You're obviously working on the business plans and how to begin monetizing it, but that's your plan.
That's what I love to do, and that's amazing. It. So, and I never go back, because I never did before. This is like, there's no second option. Option B, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. And I just need to work it out. Like,
I can see the headlines: doctor turned content creator.
I mean, that's content creator is a little bit like, what? What does it mean? I mean, like, I make videos. Oh, you're director? No, I mean, I just make short form, vertical type videos.
I'm the director, I'm the actor, I'm everything.
I write them, I choose my clothing, I do the lighting, I do the camera, the voice, the sound, and then I post it, I edit, I do perform, I do the subtitle editing stuff, and do the social media and PR, and I just interact with people, comment, and so I just
content creator.
This is content creator.
No, but you know what? Listen, in 2021, we're almost in 2022. That's a real job. That's a real title. As much as the older generation refuses to accept it, welcome to 2021. Content creators are making millions of dollars.
Where?
No, they're there. They're there. Trust me, they're there. Believe me, they're there. It's hard though. It's almost like kids are growing up now. I was reading an article about this. Kids are growing up now and they're saying, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be an influencer. I want to be a content creator. They're not saying I want to be a lawyer anymore. They're not saying I want to be a doctor or a police officer. Those are the titles that they're saying. Now, the way I kind of see it is it's almost like saying you wanted to be like a pop star before. Like you wanted to be a famous singer, a famous actor. It's not easy. If you make it to the top, it can be very rewarding from a monetary standpoint in terms of money, but it's not everyone gets there. But outside of the monetary, what I'm saying is for you at least, nonetheless, no matter how far you make it, and I have a lot of faith in you, no matter how far you make it, you're literally changing people's lives. Your content isn't like, hey, let me like take a picture or make a video about the tires on this car. You know what I mean? Okay, maybe one or a couple people will say, oh, I needed to know that. But the stuff you're putting out is so much more rewarding than that, right? So
it's value.
There's a lot of value in it. So yeah, content creators is a real thing. They make money. It's tough, especially I can imagine at the beginning, especially speaking in a language that isn't your first language. But fuck, man, I think you're doing a great job of it.
Yeah, thank you. And it's hard to just, like I never had a good relationship with money. My family always like it's a family wealth. And I never, my mind never thought about money. And now that I see, okay, so if you're going to do it, so you need to see the whole picture. And over the last maybe a couple of months, I worked on my mindset to see money as part of your assets too. It's one of the resources. If you want to do the same content, you need it. So you need to add it to the to the table if you're going to go for the long run.
Yeah.
And I always been a giver, as you can see. So now I'm giving with my time, my energy, my experiences, my knowledge, anything. But I know if you add the money, I've been doing, like, I have a lot of stuff to do, like to like education and like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just the downstream anymore.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the upstream.
Yeah.
But so, and it's a little bit tricky when it comes to money. You know, like I had this. As you know, I never done any collaboration, any like partnership. I never raised $1 out of it so far. And I had this tempting, let's say, offer a couple of weeks ago. That's funny, man. I mean, to say, yeah, let's see. I just saw, I was reading the email that, yeah, so we want to work with you. Like the offer, like there was a really good deal, a really good deal. And it was like an online casino.
Okay. Oh, that's kind of,
I said, no, you know what? I mean, this is exactly opposite of what I'm talking about. You know, like, man, you know, guys, this is all about spirituality and your emotional health and your lifestyle. But you know what? This is a good place to just ruin your life if you want to. Anyway, just have fun.
So it's good that you're being picky though already. Like you want to stay on brand and you want to stay true to what you're saying.
So you know, I had some stuff. I just. It's you know, maybe too picky. So some deals like this casino, like respect. This is not my thing. Okay, thank you. No, but some others, like let's say someone just asked me to do some, like maybe small businesses about like olive snacks.
Nice.
So, no, okay.
Olives.
I mean, no. I was looking for something, maybe another snacks, maybe. It's like, I don't know, but
it'll come though. It'll come.
But I definitely need someone to do this part for me. You know, as with my mindset, I always say I've done a lot of stuff with people, with like to help them. You know, I had this guy who just lost the Instagram. Someone just hacked them. I said, I invite you. We talk, and because you are adding value. You talk about relationship and like communication skills. So I got them on my live. I promote them for free for maybe 45 minutes. They got like 2,000 followers. So guys, go follow her and like do this stuff, and because it's just cool to do.
That's huge though for them.
But it's not something that, you know, it's not. I don't have the business kind of mindset here, and I see like maybe I need to add some products that actually I'm working on. And so this way it's fair for me about the idea that I have.
So now that we're talking about money,
I was just gonna say money talk.
Okay, finally.
No, not that we're on the topic of money. Obviously, we're the MBH podcast. Stands for Money Buys Happiness. What do you think when you hear the term money buys happiness?
Money buys happiness. Well, we know that, let's say, a lack of money buys misery. That's a fact. People say, yes, so money doesn't bring happiness. But yes, so when you don't have money, there's no chance that you'll be happy. Like, this is a fact. Money, as I said, is one of the resources for happiness. I'm not talking about the limits. So I know that after a certain amount of money, there's no.
I think it's 60,000. Jordan Peterson says 60,000.
Oh, Jordan Peterson is my idol. I love him.
We love him.
Yeah, we love him here.
I listen to his stuff like every day, and one of my friends will say, "You're obsessed with this guy." I say, "Yes, I am."
We are too.
I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. But wow, man, like he's amazing. So that's I just listen to stuff like when they go to sleep and they wake up. So it's still talking. Okay, that's good.
But
like the way that he articulates himself, it helped me a lot. How to now it's just a new language for me. Okay, so I know when to pause, when to raise your voice, when to just go up and down. Anyway, so yes, money is one of the resources, which is undeniable
for sure.
But health, time, relationships. There are resources. You know, I just had this talk with someone that when you're healthy, you have 1,000 wishes. When you're not healthy, you only have one. Imagine you're living in a yacht with like 100 amazing people, supermodels and everything you find, like and just someone hand you a report of like your recent colonoscopy, you have a tumor in your, in your gut. So oh no, but this is good champagne. No, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, report, like, look at this, it's a tumor, like, and a big SBO head. So,
Yeah.
so this is it. But of course, and but the other day I had this, I don't know, Clubhouse is the new stuff, and I learned a lot in Clubhouse, different stuff, good, bad, and I just keep listening. It helped me a lot in my, but someone's, you know, we had this kind of like topic, and they said that I prefer to cry in a Ferrari, not in a bus.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I said, you know what? I prefer not to cry.
Yeah.
That's true.
What about that? Like,
Yeah.
so let's start with not crying. Of course, Ferrari is good, but if you think that Ferrari is gonna avoid you from crying, you never cried. I mean, like, you don't know what to cry for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you reach to the level to cry, you will cry anyway. So but of course, money is important.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm working on that mindset too, but it is important.
That's funny. We've never had someone say, if you don't have money, it buys you misery.
Yeah,
I like that.
You just did the opposite.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
true.
No, it's true. Yeah, we say the same thing. It's a resource that can be used to make you happy, and you know, the world we live in, especially in the Western world in North America, it's a resource that you need to live.
Yeah.
Right? So to have food, to buy food, and you know, and all that stuff, and have a roof over your head. So we live here. Ultimately, it buys you happiness. That's it. Cut. Dean, cut it up. We're done. No. But listen, it has been an absolute pleasure, man. Honestly.
thank you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I feel so comfortable. I just, it was the only one that I saw that you just listening.
But that's what we do, man.
Well, yeah, we bring you on because you bring your own value, right? The same way that we listen and we see your content. We kind of wanted to give people that more realistic and background on who you are and what you're up to. But
thanks for the mugs too,
man.
Yeah,
the mugs
show
in
the
there.
camera that one.
Yeah,
this is my first design.
Let's go.
So sick. He put our logo on the back
Smile
too.
more.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Oh my God, this is the first one. I promise there's a lot of better designs. I didn't even know that you can actually draw in Canva.
Yeah.
And this is all I made it with just words.
Yeah. This is
amazing.
amazing, man. We appreciate it. We've never had anyone bring us a gift like this.
Yeah,
So.
we needed these.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Keep up the content.
Yes,
because we're
keep
gonna
it
keep
coming.
watching. We'll bring you back one day too soon.
Of course.
If anyone wants to find you on social media, where can they find you?
Oh, well, on TikTok, it's Dr. Iman T, but you know, like I have my hashtag Dr. DRIMNN IMAN Dr. Iman.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's already got like over 20 million views, I guess.
Wow.
Let's go.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Congratulations.
And same
man.
thing on Instagram,
Yeah,
correct?
Instagram is like, you know, like Instagram, the hashtag is out there, but the Dr. Iman
Yeah.
is my handle. And my email is pr@driman.com. And yeah, you can just find it. It's easy to find, especially like with your content.
And we'll put it up. We'll put it all in the video and stuff. But
slide in his DMs.
Yeah. Any questions? Yo, you want to connect? You want to connect? You're a brand. You want to work with him?
Yeah.
This
Hit
is
him
the guy.
up.
This is the guy. He's doing good shit for the city.
Crazy
good
audience.
shit for people.
Crazy volume of
no
audience.
casinos, please.
Yeah. But no fuck, please, no casinos. Come on. But it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And Dean,
We're out.
Thank you.